Oh boy. Well, I did that. Yeah, I got 65 there for a second. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm out on the Templar 250. Still trying to work out some of the kinks on this bike. I replaced the carburetor. So, carburetor isn't perfectly set up yet, but we're figuring it out. Just got these mirrors put on, gotta get these adjusted. But hey, first 15 miles on it, and so far it's pretty legit. So let's go run to the gas station, fill it up, and then we'll go play around, do a little walk around, and we'll talk about the bike. I have some kind of rattle up front, like a buzz, and probably something behind this windshield or this little front plate. Yeah, this thing, I got a new sprocket. I got to put it on. I mean, this says we're doing 50, and she feels pretty wrapped out. I mean, it is the 5-speed, so obviously a 6-speed would probably do better. But yeah, this is really the first real ride. I haven't been on the, paved roads with this thing yet. So I need to get the GPS to verify the speed, but it says I'm doing 48 right now. And I just don't know how accurate that is. I'd like to bring the GPS out and just kind of cross-reference the speedometer, see how accurate that is. But super vibey. I've heard that kind of smooths out after first couple 100 miles. But she's running pretty good. Running pretty good, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go top off the gas tank because I have no idea how much gas is in it. And then we'll go hit up some dirt roads and just do a walk around. I mean, this is the Nibby carburetor, running pretty good. Maybe the idle needs to come up a little bit, but I think it's running pretty good. Let's just hope this thing doesn't stall out on me miles from home. And I mean, we got a whole 17 miles on this thing so far, but first impressions, really good. Oh, come on. I don't know, we'll get a full tank of gas in this thing, and then I'll probably adjust the idle screw a little bit. And hopefully she doesn't keep dying on me. But this is just really early break-in stuff here, I think. Not too worried yet. Yeah, she keeps dying. A little over a gallon in it. Don't want it to sit too much. Let's see if we can adjust this idle here. There we go. All right, let's keep going before she chokes. It's the problem with carburetors. They're so finicky. I gotta figure out the vibration up front here. That's really this plate. Like, put some more pressure on that. So there's something behind here. Alright, how are we doing with the idle here? Let's clutch in. Alright, it seems pretty good. I don't have my earplugs in. I'm so used to riding with earplugs. This road might not even be open, to be honest. It might be too sloppy, you know, rolling into spring. But we're gonna find out. Yep, it's closed. Well, I don't really have a plan B, but that road's done. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty soggy there too. All right, 2024 X-Pro Templar 250. Now I'll go over some of my mods and kind of parts that I've added to this bike. But if you were to get this thing stock, register it, and move down the road, you're into this thing for $2,000. So yeah, I mean, you can get this thing on the road driving legal for $2,000. I think that is just awesome. Now let's go over a couple of the mods and accessories I've done to this thing. First thing I did was replace the stock carburetor with this nibby 30mm. And pretty much all of the Templar guys do that. It's jetted really lean from the factory, so instead of pulling that out and rejetting it, you know, most guys are happy with putting in that aftermarket carburetor. And it's been good so far. Like I said, I'm like 15, 20 miles into this thing, and I got to do a couple minor adjustments yet to the carburetor, and we're still breaking it. So after that, what else? We got this skid plate here. I found that on eBay. Can't remember the brand. I'll put it in the description. But I did a little trimming on the side, drilled a couple holes up front to bolt it to the frame. And, you know, it's better than nothing. These base model Templars don't come with the skid plate, so that works pretty well. And aftermarket headlight, mainly for, I want to be seen, you know. I'm not riding at night, but I feel like it's a little bit brighter. Maybe I'm a little bit more visible out on the roads. This is street legal now, so I am on paved roads and highways and whatever else. So I want to be seen. That was the main reason for it, and it looks kind of cool. Added the hand guards. Those are from Amazon. Again, everything's linked in the description. I had to do a little trimming of the throttle tube here to get this to clear, so there was no interference with the throttle. Other than that, I added this Nelson rig tail bag. It's just bolted onto the fender. You can see a couple bolts under there, but I mean, I can keep some tools in there. I mean, with this Chinese carbureted bike, you're gonna want to bring some tools with. So luckily that little bag came with a tool roll, so I have a couple essentials that should get me through. I did replace the battery. It's got one of those, I don't know, was it lithium ion? It's one of those Walmart shelf batteries that are lighter, a little bit more reliable. maybe a little bit more powerful. The stock batteries are pretty bad. They do work for a little while, but did that. That's about it. It's registered now. And again, let's talk about this bike. This is a 250cc dirt bike, air-cooled, from X-Pro. I mean, you can buy these things on Amazon, and at its base, you can be down the road street legal for about $2,000. Now, check out my other video on this bike. I actually took delivery of it and took it out of the box and put it together, and that was delivered to my door for $1,800. After all my aftermarket stuff, which none of them are required, none of them, you can get by with the stock bike. I'm probably $2,300 into this bike, and I think that's pretty fun. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna try to run this bike all season, various little camping trips, or try to find some other back road, or there's a lot of the dirt bike trails are a couple hours away, so this being a 5-speed could be a stretch, but I might try that. It might be a fun video. So, but I mean, $2,000, you get LED blinkers, this little LED dash, and just a really good all-around package. I'm pretty impressed with it. Now, I've noticed in the garage, I get a little leak here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if it's the connection here. It's not tight enough or what. But I'm getting a little fuel leak on this device here. So I'll probably replace the fuel lines there soon. That's the stock lines again. That's recommended with these Chinese bikes. Fuel lines and batteries and those kind of things don't seem to do the best. I do have a new sprocket for this thing. This is a 47 tooth for the rear, and it being a 5-speed, there's like no first gear, and top speeds, I saw almost 60 today. I don't know how accurate that is. I gotta verify that yet. But I'm gonna put a 42 on there and just see where that takes me. Maybe I can get a little bit more out of first gear, a little bit higher top end speed. I mean, like I said, everywhere I want to go to actually ride dirt bike type stuff is an hour and a half away. So we're gonna try it. I'm gonna put this thing on the street, and we're gonna ride an hour and a half away and do some moto camping and ride some trails, and I'll put it through its paces. So, but for now, all the fun stuff is still closed. This is March in Minnesota. Starting to thaw out, but we're not quite riding season yet. Oh boy. Yeah, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. Yeah, I would eat down there. Might be fun. The sheriff or no? No, he's like a private guy. Well, I did that. Alright, back on pavement. I could explore all day, but me riding in the slushy mud stuff, and I don't know the bike very well yet, I mean, that's an accident waiting to happen for me. So I've got a Nelson rig, kind of pannier set that kind of, you know, drapes over the seat. And so I plan to try to do some moto camping trips with this thing. And hopefully get all my camping gear in that little luggage system that I got. Pannier system. I'll show it to you when we get to the garage. Alright, that says 60. We're about 8,000 RPM. That's 63. Yeah, I got 65 there for a second. Definitely no KTM 790. Alright, we survived the first 35, almost 40 miles on this thing. Oh, yeah, something like that. Maybe another heat shield. And these are expandable too, so I'm thinking I can get a minimum, you know, like a minimal camping set in there. All the parts that I got, I'll link them in the description if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it if you subscribe, and pretty soon we'll be getting that guy out, and I'll get to see me fail at all my fun adventures. So, all right, guys, catch you on the next one.